Hello and welcome to South Asia Today, where we bring you in-depth insights into the key events shaping South Asia. I am Shivangi Mishra and here are today's top stories. Transforming Indian agriculture with innovation and sustainability. Bridging cultures through Japanese cuisine. And Indian Embassy hosts 60th ITEC Day in Nepal, reinforces commitment to capacity building. Let's begin the show. In the evolving global climate scenario, farming techniques in India are rapidly transforming. Both individual efforts and government initiatives are helping farmers adapt through climate-resilient crops, sustainable practices, and modern technologies like precision farming, organic cultivation, and hydroponics. Financial aid, training programs, and digital platforms further support farmers in maximizing yields and profits while mitigating climate risks. Barku Prabhu Dapal, a small farmer from Pune district, Maharashtra, is thriving with a prosperous papaya and sapota farm. He has successfully adopted multi-crop cultivation, growing both fruits and vegetables on a single farm. However, this transformation only began after he met environmentalist Siddhesh Sakore, who guided him in modern farming techniques, helping him increase productivity and earn higher profits.
1.5 या 2 साल हो गए। हमारा ये फ़ायदा होगा कि हम यही चाहते थे कि हमको कुछ तो कुछ जो फल वाला जो पेड़ है वो पौधा लगाना है और उससे हमें अच्छा लगता है, मतलब पहले से ही हमें तो मुझे मालूम पड़ा कि ऐसा एक कंपनी है कि वो ऐसा किसानों को सपोर्ट करती है। तो मैंने उनको मतलब साहब से मिला और बात किया कि ऐसा मुझे करना है। तो उसने बोला ठीक है कर देंगे। तो 1.5 साल से मैं उनके साथ लोग उनका सपोर्ट मिल रहा है, काम कर रहे हैं।
Environmentalist Siddhesh Sakore, through his organization Agro Rangers, is transforming drought-hit farms in Pune district with sustainable solutions. By integrating agroforestry with fruit-bearing trees like papaya, mango and guava, farmers are increasing yields, restoring soil health and ensuring stable incomes. His pioneering efforts in soil restoration and climate resilience have earned him the prestigious UN Land Hero Award.
अलग अलग फार्मिंग में हमने मॉडल फार्म पे ऑन फार्म पे डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन किए। उसमें से मल्टी लेयर फार्मिंग था, बाम्बू लेयर का एक बाम्बू हाउस का एक मॉडल था, पॉली हाउस का था, इंग्लिश वेजिटेबल्स का था, एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री का एक मॉडल था। तो इन सब मॉडल में एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री का एक मॉडल था जिसका हमें सबसे ज़्यादा रिजल्ट मिला जब हम ये पायलट कर रहे थे, क्योंकि पहले 3 साल में हमारी मिट्टी का जो ऑर्गेनिक कार्बन था वो 1.2% से 2.4% गया, क्योंकि हमने पूरा नॉन केमिकल फार्मिंग प्रैक्टिस कर रहे थे, कंपोस्ट यूज़ कर रहे थे, बायो फर्टिलाइज़र यूज़ कर रहे थे। एंड जो एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री में क्रॉप कॉम्बिनेशंस थे वो बहुत ही अलग अलग थे। तो हमारे पूरे थ्रू आउट द सीज़न में अलग अलग इनकम आता था, जैसे मैंगो से, लेमन से, कस्टर्ड एप्पल से, गावा से।
Launched in 2015, the Soil Health Card scheme is revolutionizing Indian farming by empowering farmers with scientific insights into their soil. By analyzing soil samples and identifying nutrient deficiencies, farmers are optimizing fertilizer use, cutting costs, and boosting yields. Take Kiranbhai Patel from Sanand in Gujarat. Once reliant on guesswork, his farming practices transformed after adopting soil testing, leading to healthier crops and higher profits. In 2024 alone, over 600,000 soil samples were tested in Gujarat, benefiting thousands. This data-driven approach is now spreading across India, paving the way for a more productive and sustainable agricultural future.
मैं बोल ही नहीं सकता कि कितने मुझे लाभ हुए। पहले तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था मेरे खेत में कौन से तत्वों की कमी है और कौन से तत्व भरपूर है। मैं तो जो सब कुछ डाल रहे थे, सब लोग, सब किसान वही डाल रहा था। वो कहते नहीं है कि अट्टे कट्टे, हमारे गुजरात की भाषा में बोलते हैं अट्टे कट्टे, तो ऐसे ही सब लोग डाल रहे थे, मैं भी डाल रहा था। उसमें क्या खर्च ज़्यादा होता था, उपज नहीं आती थी और फसल में ज़्यादातर रोग आ जाते थे।
Siddhesh's agroforestry model and India Soil Health Card scheme highlight a transformative shift in Indian agriculture. By combining traditional wisdom with modern science, farmers are improving soil health, increasing yields and cutting costs. This shift not only boosts incomes but also ensures long-term sustainability, setting a model for resilient farming worldwide. Japan and its cuisine are a testament to precision, tradition, and artistry. To preserve authentic flavors, traditional Japanese restaurants, with support from the Ministry of Agriculture, welcome foreign trainees into their kitchens. The famed Kikunoi restaurant shares the secrets of its culinary craft, while the 260-year-old Usaburo restaurant preserves its timeless interiors and cooking methods. These efforts ensure that Japan's rich gastronomic heritage continues to thrive worldwide. Have a report.
To preserve authentic flavors, traditional Japanese restaurants, with support from the Ministry of Agriculture, open their kitchens to foreign trainees.
限られた時間の中で正しく食材を扱うとか、旬のものをどう見せていくかとか、そういったことを実際に学んでいただけるいい機会だったんじゃないかなと考えています。
The famed Kikunoi restaurant opens its doors to foreign trainees, sharing the art of traditional Japanese cuisine.
料理に関しては見たり手振り身振りで分かることもあるんですけれども、やっぱりそれだけでは伝わらないこと、うまいこと聞けないことがやっぱあると思うので、翻訳アプリなんかを使ってコミュニケーションをできるだけ取るようにはしています。みんな母国に帰って日本料理、料理に携わっていただきたいと思ってますし、自分の国に受け入れられるものを作っていってもらいたいっていうふうには思いますね。
Algo diferente que noté es tiene un sabor más intenso, más bueno. Nunca había probado este ichiban dashi, es la primera vez que lo pruebo.
彼がメキシコに戻ってからも仲間に伝えてほしいですよね。日本では本当の料亭の厨房はこうだったと、それを伝えてほしいです。
Founded 260 years ago, the renowned Uosaburo restaurant preserves its timeless interior and authentic cooking traditions, offering a deep dive into the essence of Japanese cuisine.
また一から改めて、私も含め、従業員たちも一緒になって学び直せる、彼女たちが来ることによって、学び直すチャンスでもこちらとしてもあるかなっていうのはすごく貴重な機会かなと思ってます。やっぱりこうやって京都に学びに来て、持って帰ったものを本質を捉えた、日本料理っていうのを、これからも、していってもらえたらなと思います。
Owners of traditional Japanese restaurants deeply value the dedication of foreign trainees. This cross-cultural exchange enriches both sides and helps carry authentic Japanese cuisine beyond borders.
Now we take a look at some happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch.
Wildfires in South Korea had tore through some historic 1,000-year-old Buddhist temples, leaving rubble, smoldering frames, and devastated followers behind. The buildings of the ancient Unramsa were razed by the wildfire last week. It is a subordinate temple of Gonsa, which is said to be built during the unified Silla dynasty more than 1,000 years ago. Helicopters sprayed fire retardant near the temple Gonsa, while officials covered a Buddha statue with flame-resistant fabric to protect them from the fire at a nearby mountain. The wildfires had spread in South Korea's southeast region on Tuesday, threatening a World Heritage Site and forcing thousands more residents to evacuate their homes. Deadly wildfires continued to rage across the region as authorities designated the affected counties special disaster zones. In a fusion of cultures, Iraqi-British fashion designer Sohaila Al-Tamimi unveiled a line inspired by both cultures in Basra. Likening Victorian-era capes to the Basra abaya, Al-Tamimi said she incorporated neck wraps and high necks from the British style to Basra's open abayas. Inspired by marine life, Al-Tamimi also said she used pearls and oysters in her designs and chose a color scheme reflecting water bodies from both countries. Al-Tamimi hopes this event will be the start of new cultural and artistic collaborations between the two countries, emphasizing the role of fashion as a bridge connecting hearts and minds and contributing to a deeper understanding between diverse cultures. Landmarks in Hong Kong's Victoria Harbour and Japan's capital Tokyo switched off their lights for 1 hour last week to mark Earth Hour, a global campaign to raise awareness of climate change. Tokyo Tower and skyscrapers across Hong Kong's iconic Victoria Harbour went dark. In Hong Kong, lights were switched off from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Yame Leung, Education Director of WWF, the Worldwide Fund for Nature Hong Kong, cited the World Meteorological Organization's State of the Global Climate Report, which confirmed that 2024 was likely the first year to exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, making it the warmest in 175 years. He urged immediate action to protect the environment by changing the way we live. First launched in Sydney in 2007, Earth Hour has primarily focused on the climate crisis but has more recently expanded its mission to highlight the urgent issue of nature loss.
The healthcare crisis in Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan has become dire, with a severe shortage of doctors and a lack of proper medical facilities. Adding to the hardship, anesthetists have gone on strike, demanding the implementation of promised incentives, further worsening the situation and leaving many people without essential medical care. We have a report.
Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan is in the midst of a healthcare disaster with a severe shortage of doctors and inadequate facilities. The crisis has worsened as anesthetists strike over unfulfilled promises of incentives, leaving countless people without critical care.
टोटल जीबी में हमारे पास इस वक्त 40 के करीब थिएटर्स हैं और अगर प्रॉपर प्रोटोकॉल के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो हर थिएटर में एक एनेस्थेटिस्ट का होना ज़रूरी है, लेकिन टोटल हमारे पास इस वक्त जो कंसल्टेंट हैं, डिजिग्नेटेड हैं और जो ट्रेन अभी ट्रेनिंग करके वापस आए हैं, टोटल हमारे पास इस वक्त 26 एनेस्थेटिस्ट फील्ड पे काम कर रहे हैं। तो उस हिसाब से इंतहाई शार्टेज है। अब ज़रूरत के हिसाब से इस वक्त हमारे जो नगर हुंजा का एरिया है, अस्तूर का एरिया है, गाकूज का एरिया है, तो ये सारे थिएटर्स को इस वक्त चला रहे हैं, लेकिन कहीं कहीं फिर यही शार्टेज की वजह से चलता हुआ थिएटर अचानक क्लोज हो जाता है।
The shortage of private hospitals in the region means anesthetists struggle to gain practical experience. Worse, while the government claims to have provided incentives to medical staff, these promises remain unfulfilled, leaving both healthcare workers and patients in a dire situation.
एक्यूट शॉर्टेज को ख़त्म करने के लिए फिर सरकार की तरफ से प्रॉपर एडवर्टाइजिंग के साथ इन्होंने कहा है कि ये इंसेंटिव आपको दिया जाएगा। तो 12 के करीब डॉक्टर्स हमारे इसी उस पे कि शायद हमें ये इंसेंटिव मिल जाए, वो प्रॉपरली वो गए हैं, जाके ट्रेनिंग करके वापस आए, इस वक्त फील्ड पे काम कर रहे हैं। तकरीबन 6 से साल तक, मतलब 6 महीने, तकरीबन 6 महीने से ज़्यादा हुए हैं वो आके फील्ड पे काम कर रहे हैं। अभी तक उनको वो इंसेंटिव नहीं दिया गया है।
Despite being approved by the cabinet with both the health and accounts department heads present, medical staff in Gilgit-Baltistan have yet to receive the promised incentives. The government continues to claim these incentives have been provided, but in reality, they remain unpaid, deepening the frustration.
इंसेंटिव कैबिनेट के थ्रू ये अप्रूव्ड इंसेंटिव है 2022 को मई 2022 को अप्रूव्ड हुआ है। दोनों सीएम हमारे जो हफीज़ साहब हैं, खालिद खुर्शीद साहब हैं, बल्कि हफीज़ साहब अपने मुख्तलिफ चैनल्स में ये बताता रहा है कि हमने एनेस्थीसिया के डॉक्टर्स को ये इंसेंटिव्स दिया। अप्रूव्ड कैबिनेट अप्रूव्ड इंसेंटिव्स अभी तक हमें कुछ भी नहीं मिला है वजाहिद भाई। तो अब आखिरकार हम इस हद तक गए कि आज हमें मजबूरन स्ट्राइक पे जाना पड़ा। तो हम इमरजेंसीज कर रहे हैं, इलेक्टिव केसेस अभी नहीं कर रहे हैं जब तक हमें हमारा इंसेंटिव नहीं देते हैं।
Overburdened healthcare facilities are unable to meet the growing demand for medical services, leaving many patients without adequate care. Experts say the healthcare crisis in POGB stems from Islamabad's neglect and failure to invest in medical infrastructure. The people of POGB face constant struggles, from students battling for basic education to issues like inflation, poor roads, and unsafe water. Corruption has ravaged the system, trapping the population in misery and denying them even the most basic necessities.
तो वो समरी भी मौजूद है, कैबिनेट अप्रूव्ड सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स भी मौजूद हैं। वहाँ पे अप्रूव्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स जो मिनट्स हैं उस पर लास्ट कॉलम में वहाँ पे शो किया है कि इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ हेल्थ सेक्रेटरी एंड फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी ये अप्रूव्ड हुआ है। तो देन क्यों नहीं दे रहे हैं, हमें अभी तक पता नहीं चल रहा है।
The region's stark economic disparities and neglect have fueled social unrest, leaving its people marginalized within Pakistan. If ignored any longer, these simmering tensions could erupt, threatening not only regional stability but the nation's very cohesion.
Moving on, India and Nepal continue to strengthen their enduring partnership through education and development. The Indian Embassy in Kathmandu marked the 60th ITEC Day, celebrating knowledge, collaboration and progress. With Nepal's Foreign Minister Arzu Rana Dyoba as chief guest, the event brought together policy makers, ITEC alumni and future leaders, showcasing ITEC's legacy as India's flagship capacity building program. Here's to shared growth and stronger ties. We have a report.
The Embassy of India in Kathmandu commemorated the 60th Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Day on Friday. The event saw participation from members of parliament, senior government officials, ITEC alumni and distinguished Nepalese graduates of Indian academic institutions. Nepal's Minister for Foreign Affairs Dr. Arzu Rana Dyoba attended as the chief guest. Reflecting on her time studying in India, Foreign Minister Dyoba fondly shared her experiences and expressed appreciation for India's various initiatives in development and education.
So for a lot of generation of Nepalese, India has been a place where we go to study, where we go to do research, where we get trained and we learn a lot of things from there. And also our Indian brothers and sisters also come to Nepal and they also learn a lot.
Additionally, Foreign Minister Dyoba highlighted India's emergence as a center of excellence for discussions on diverse topics. She also shared insights and experiences from her recent participation in the Raisina Dialogue and the Indian Ocean Summit.
I was really struck by the convening power of India now because I've seen India through the ages. Because I might be looking slightly young with my hair dyed and everything, but I've seen India from the 80s, and this is actually from 78. It has undergone a sea change, and really now, this last conference I was in, there were people from 140 countries there, and there were scholars, and the debates were on all the gamut of issues. you want to know about it, and there was a discussion. I saw a similar kind of a setup at the Indian Ocean Conference. So for somebody from Nepal, I think that was a very good place for exposure, very good place to exchange ideas with people, not only from India but from all over the world. So I thank the Government of India and the External Affairs Ministry for inviting me and including not only me but many scholars and many politicians from Nepal at these forums, because it also affords and lends us a place for us to also talk about our own country.
The Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, widely recognized as ITEC, serves as the premier capacity building initiative of the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Established in 1964, it's among the longest standing institutional frameworks for international capacity development, having trained over 200,000 officials from more than 160 countries. The Indian ambassador to Nepal, Naveen Srivastav, reaffirmed his commitment to expanding the ITEC initiative and introducing more tailored programs aligned with the evolving priorities of the government of Nepal.
In the last 2 years, we've tried to expand the reach of this program, and I am happy to say that in the last 2 years, we have had more than 1,000 Nepali professionals who have been to India under various programs, including the programs organized by Indian institutions for the Armed Police Force or the Nepali Police, the Nepal Judicial Academy, the Election Commission, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Water Resources, as a number of other institutions. As we look ahead, ITEC will remain an important component of overall India-Nepal partnership. We plan to introduce customized course as required by our Nepali friends of various ministries, taking care of the evolving priorities of the government of Nepal. There are a number of opportunities for expanding such cooperation.
In the year 2024 to 2025, a total of 510 professionals from Nepal received training in various courses at prestigious institutes across India. As a close and friendly neighbor, Nepal actively participates in the Government of India's ITEC initiatives.
And as we wrap up today's episode of South Asia Today, we thank you for joining us. We'll return next week at the same time with more insights and updates. This is Shivangi Mishra signing off on behalf of the entire production team. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.